This giant stand-up portable desk cost $110. But here's the thing. This costs $90 and it's just this tiny little laptop stand. It's called the Roose stand. It's very well known. Now, what's the difference between these two products, and is it worth paying $90 for that laptop stand? Here's the thing though, most people do. Tons of people buy that Roose stand for $90 when for $110 they could get the Flexispot stand-up desk, which is significantly larger. Now, why is that Roose stand priced so much, and how come it's one of the best-selling products and it's just this little laptop stand right here? Well, let me explain why I bought this and why now I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't. So, when I first bought that Roose stand, that's the brand, Roose, I wasn't considering any big laptop desk stands yet. I was simply comparing this to the only other major alternative on the market, both available at Amazon, and that's called the neck stand, which is a fraction of the price, $30 for the same thing. But a lot of the other YouTube videos talking about this thing were talking about how there's a quality difference, and maybe they were promoting or sponsoring the product or whatnot. I definitely am not. I was not sponsored, and they were saying how, oh, this one has better rubber on the edges here, which means it will last longer, it won't break, and yada yada yada. And then I went to Amazon.com and looked at the reviews for both products, and the issue was the reviews were mixed. And what I mean by that is people were saying, oh, this is a great product, Roose stand, just higher quality, highly durable. My wife got the neck stand for $30 and it broke within a couple months, but the Roose stand is more durable. And then on the flip side, other people were saying the opposite. They were saying, oh, my family member got the neck stand and it works just as good. I don't understand people paying 3 times as much for the Roose stand, and I have the Roose stand and it's pretty much the same thing. So I was just conflicted from those reviews, and I was just like, I'm just gonna be safe, and I bought the Roose stand for $90. Now, afterwards, I was like, this is nice, but it really doesn't let me stand up. It basically accomplishes what a bunch of books does, but since I travel a lot, I mean, look here, I literally have a travel luggage bag here. Since I travel a lot, I need to get something that can collapse really quickly, because sometimes where I'm at, I don't have a stack of books that I can adjust perfectly. But then I went and bought this thing, and this thing cost $110. The company is Flexispot, which is relatively well known, not as well known as the Roose brand. And now I'm thinking, look how giant this thing is. I mean, this is like larger than my entire torso, and it's like solid. This thing cost $110. So the amount of material needed for this thing, which also, it was like minimal setup too. Like it came in this box here, and I just had to pull it out and then insert the keyboard tray and lock it, and it's good to go. This thing with all its material costs $110, which makes me believe that this Roose stand is severely overpriced. The cost is probably much lower for this than a Flexispot, and the margin that they're probably making a killing off the margin on this. So with all that being said, what do I think? I think once this Roose stand breaks, I'm gonna buy a neck stand and then really try that out to see if there's really a tangible difference in quality. And my suspicion is that the neck stand is probably decently just as good as this. And then, you know, this is good for your quick travel laptop prop. But if you really want something stable, substantial, for an equal price and high quality, you get this thing, the Flexispot. I mean, this is like a solid tabletop setup. Now, of course, there's even bad reviews for that as well. Like anything with a large amount of customers, you're going to get good and bad reviews. People are saying with the Flexispot, that it will break within a few months. Is that actually true? I don't know. I hope not. But that thing is like heavy. It's like 35 pounds. It's like a substantial solid structure. So we'll see. I mean, I hear like sometimes you need to really oil the hinges because then gravity does its job and it breaks. But like all these things I've mentioned in general have an average review of like at least 4 stars, if not 4.5 stars. So in general, they're all solid products, but there's always someone complaining about it. And of course, if you're someone who's just super rich, I mean, you don't need to be here. Just spend $1,000, $2,500 on, your electronic moving up and down standing desk. But if you're traveling, I mean, the Roose stand is like the best product on the market for like a collapsible laptop stand. So there you have it. Just my thoughts. I mean, look at that thing compared to this thing one more time. And they're almost the same price. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Something's off here.